Guardian of Courage here. First, this is my setup for this channel. Second, this is the new group channel that I'm doing called Because We're Losers. In case you don't know me and you found this channel because your friend was all like, hey, check this out, my other, YouTube friend is doing this. Hi, my name is Haze. I'm 17 years old. I live in America. I use he, him pronouns. This is like the introduction video because it's the first, one here. Cool. So I'm looking over at my notes because I'm not used to doing this. The question that we were all posed is, if you were an ice cream, what ice cream would you be? I'm not sure. I think chocolate, just because it's one of the most satisfying ice creams to like be and eat, because chocolate's really good. Anyway, moving on from that weird question. Things you might not know about me. I'm a senior in high school. This is my last year of high school. I'm also in college. I'm doing the Running Start program. I play guitar and I sing. I am theoretically part of a band called Escaping Greatness. I am an artist, as you can probably see here behind my wonderful candles. I'm a nerd. I also do some photography, and I write poetry. I do a lot of the arts in like the arty section. As far as science and math are concerned, like I can be a bit of a nerd when it comes to certain sciencey things, but it's not like, oh my god, math. Like I'm sure you all have your friends who are like in calculus, and you're like, you're a year younger than me. How? I just finished geometry last year. Actually, I finished all my math, so now it's for sophomore year. Anyway, I'm rambling. But that's kind of who I am when I have to sit and talk to the camera without doing something. I listen to lots of different music. It kind of ranges from, it's everything except what I don't listen to. So, keeping that in mind, it could range from One Direction to, like, Suicide Silence. But, it can also be selective within those, like, parameters. Like, I don't really listen to Justin Bieber. Occasionally, maybe, like, one song or, like, a cover of a song, because the covers are a lot better than the originals. But I don't really listen to him. But it's a wide range in music. So like, if you have artists that you think I'd like, or / you want to know if I listen to, just ask me down below. Or if you're like, interested in me doing covers of certain songs, which I do on my Escaping Greatness channel, and I tried to do on my other channel, my Guardian of Courage channel, but then I changed that channel, 'cause banned. Yeah. But you can go check out those covers. I'll put a link at the end to one of those videos. The book I'm reading, I just finished the first book in the 100 series. I already watched the show twice, and boy am I in love with that show. But I just devoured the book in like a day, so, which, it's really good. I mean, it does differ from the TV series, but it's still interesting to have, like, the two very similar timelines, but not quite the same, actually not very much the same. I would recommend watching / reading both of them, because they're both really good works of, someone's mind. I also just finished Ready Player One, which is amazing, and I loved it, and I started the first Lord of the Rings book because I'm a nerd. I the shows I'm watching right now because that's what everyone wants to know. They want to know what you watch, and what you do and what you're interested in. I like everything, mostly. Uh, I just finished Warehouse 13, and I have to admit that I sobbed because that was a show I grew up on, and it's one of those worlds where you get really sucked into it, and you're like, I want to do that when I'm older. And there's still the glint of maybe it could happen. Maybe all the TV shows we've ever seen, like Doctor Who and Warehouse 13 and Eureka, and all that stuff are actually just covering up actual events that happened, so that when you search Warehouse 13 or Doctor Who or whatever, all that shows up is the TV show. That sounds crazy, but I like to believe in the idea that it's possible, because that's who I am. Anyway, so it was really hard to watch that show end. Even though it was a canceled show, I loved the ending. I think they did a really good job. I started watching Eureka again. I just finished The 100 for the second time. I'm working on Bones, working my way through, and I started watching Merlin again. I finished Merlin a couple years ago, and I don't like the way they ended it. I know that show was canceled, same with Warehouse 13, but the two ways that they handled it being canceled are very different, and I preferred Warehouse 13's ending because it left a lot to the imagination. But it also gave us some closure, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it was oh good, this thing, this is the way things went, and that makes me happy. Unlike Merlin, where it was just kind of well, bam, this is the way things are, it's 100 years later, you can't do anything about it, there's no room for your own imagination or your own canon theories of what happened or whatever, so that was frustrating. Yeah. Wow, I'm a rambler. I'm really passionate about the weirdest things. I have to tell you, it's so weird. Um, so, yeah. This is me. I'm Haze. It's nice to meet you all. I realized that I'm not very good at making facial expressions a lot, and I don't know why. It's just, it's like when I was learning sign language, and you have to use your facial expressions a lot when you sign at someone. And I think I was using my facial expressions, when in reality, my friend who was also in my ASL class, I'd sign something at them, and they'd be like, you just, did that thing with your hands, and you didn't do anything with your face. And I was like, oh. But yeah, I know ASL. At least I took 2 years of it. It's a beautiful language. I love it. I might, introduce some of you to it. I might do a sign thing where that sounds bad to say, where I, post a video where I'm signing along or something. I mean, I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. If you guys want to see me do anything in particular, if you've seen me do stuff before, if you're like, that seems cool, I wonder if they could, play something on their guitar or show us how to do some art thing, or sing for us or whatever. I mean, I'll take suggestions. Ideas are great, but I can always come up with my own too. Not really sure what else to tell you guys besides I'm a fan fiction writer. But I'm not very good at updating, and I feel really bad because I was like, oh yeah, I'll totally update over the summer, and then I got real busy, and updating every Wednesday like I promised didn't happen. I wasn't really on I wasn't on my social media at all. I'm really bad at being on my social media. Um, Mainly because I know that if I go on like Tumblr, Twitter, or Instagram, or whatever, I'll get sucked in and I won't get anything done. So I just don't go. Like, honestly, I'd be the worst famous person ever because I literally accidentally ignore everyone. I wouldn't even mean to. It just happened. Like once in a blue moon, if I like see someone tag me, or if I'm like, oh, I should, post this update so that people, know I'm around still and okay. Um, I'll go on social media, but I'm really bad at going on social media because I'm bad with the addiction of it. So I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse. Still holding out for the hope that one day Thomas Sanders will notice me. He's retweeted me and liked my tweets a couple times. Please DM me. I promise I'm not weird or stalkerish. I literally just have bromance crushes on every single celebrity I've ever been a fan of. And I hate the word celebrity because they're just people, but I really just want to be all their friends. It's not like, oh, I want to date you, I'm in love with you, I'm gonna stalk you, and blah blah. I just think they'd all be really cool friends, and those are the kind of people that I need in my life because I have no friends. Kidding, I have most of the people on the Because We're Losers channel, but I still don't consider myself having friends. So, I don't know what that says about me. I think that just says I'm a very lonely person. Because I feel bad because I don't actually talk to a lot of my friends. I'm rambling, and I'm sorry. This is probably a lot more information than you needed to know about me, but here you go, you have it. You have all this information about me. I don't know how long I've been talking. This watch tells me nothing. And nothing's on fire except for the candles back there, so this is great. Anyway, so I hope you all smiled today because smiling is great. And, if I made you smile, let me know because that'll make my day. But yeah, I hope you all had a great day. Hopefully you smiled today because everyone deserves to smile. And everyone deserves to be happy, even if it is just for a fleeting moment. And, if my videos or presence has caused you joy, I'm glad. Because I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to need to escape on YouTube. Anyway, that was supposed to be my outro. So I guess I'll do it again. I hope you all smiled today. If I have made you smile, please let me know. Because you all matter to me. Anyway, that's me signing out. At the end of the video, I will link to some of my other videos on my other channel, this channel, so you can subscribe, and my other channel, so you can maybe subscribe there too. Check it out. I don't know. It's up to you. Anyway, I will see you later. That needs to be worked on.